Hello ShipBreaker. Please enjoy this inspirational message. The last 10% of a job takes as much energy as the first 90%, which is why it's so important to always give 110%.
Welcome back, DigiDays, to another episode of, that's right, HardSpace ShipBreaker, where today we're going to continue along with breaking apart ships, just like as always. Some of you may have recently saw that I did a little bit of video on this, and this is a little bit of my guilty pleasure of a game. Something that I like playing in my lonesome, something I like playing just kind of to calm down in between all the different types of content. I believe at this point when this episode may be coming out that we have finally finished Miasma Chronicles. But before we get into a whole bunch of mumbo jumbo about randomly ranting around, how about we take a look and see what we have to do before let's get a ship started. Because we're going to have all the time in the world to talk while we go ahead and get rid of a ship. Take a look what we have available. Last time we did the Eagle Cruiser, which is a giant tanker of a sorts. So how about today we do something a little bit simpler. I mean, I don't know if simpler is going to be the right word, but this is something. But we do also have a little bit of equipment that we could be upgrading. Take a look at our equipment real quick. And to some of you who may be a little bit confused as to what all this equipment and stuff do, we do have a playlist down below and or a little bit of a whole bunch of other episodes that we did on this series in the past. So hey, if you want to catch up to exactly what we've been doing here today, just go ahead and feel free to watch those past videos. Otherwise, there isn't really a whole lot to be missing besides a little bit of the lore and backstory, but it doesn't seem that they're talking a whole lot at the start of this episode, so it seems you may not be missing a whole lot. Point being that we have to work off our debt. We are currently still $1 billion into debt, and I'm kind of excited to get to the point when we get below $1 billion and get to about $900 million. So let's look at what we have to upgrade. I don't really need the ranges, but I will get the overheat. Overheat is nice. It allows us to kind of, well, focus on trying to get more stuff taken up before we, we get overheated. The range, I suppose, on the grapple is pretty nice, but I think I'm going to do a tether amount so we can have more when we start a job. Tether lifetime is not as important. Max force is pretty nice. That's a charge push. But durability drain, I think I'm going to do the charge push. And can we do anything for the thrusters? Fuel capacity, braking. Ooh, braking I think is going to be our nicest one to get. And as well as the top speed. Nice, we went through nearly all of our points there in the top right, and we have some really good upgrades. We're kind of getting to the, not going to say the end, but we are getting a lot of our main tools very well finished off here. Repair a couple of them. And by a couple of them, I mean all of them. Now we're at 100%, very nice. Now let's take a look at what our ships are. I did see one that I maybe wanted to get. I saw one ship that I was trying to get. This one was looking pretty interesting. You can see down below it gives us 46 LT, which is our kind of upgrade tokens, and MP is kind of our rank at the moment. So those are level 7s, and we do have a few level 8s. But honestly, taking a look, they might give a little bit more MP in terms of our rank. Honestly though, it seems like the highest rank, the one that gives us the most, is level 71, 57. I think the best one is probably, it looks like might be this little tugboat type of situation. The Royal Bradley, model, last owner, Ferris Rojos. Okay, not too bad. I still start the ship. Good enough for us. But yeah, I wanted to go ahead and get this started because there's a lot of time to get ourselves started on whatever we want to talk about. Whatever comes to mind. There may be dialogue here at the start. Seemed like it. Everything's kind of booting up. Furnaces are about to fire on. Yeah, there they go. But yeah, last time we did a little bit of a, not going to say ASMR, but a quieter version of this, and this will be primarily pretty quiet as well. I don't like to talk a whole lot during these, simply because, it's just kind of a relaxing type of game. But at this point, we have finished Miasma Chronicles, and then I'll tell you the truth. I mean, I personally, at this moment, I have not finished Miasma Chronicles, but by the time this video comes out, we will have finished it. So, I mean, as far as the game goes in general, I've been having a grand time playing it. I've been loving every moment of it. Honestly, I am glad that I came across the game. It's got me feeling something different on just how amazing the story has been. And it's a little sad to even think that, even at this point, though I haven't finished it yet, to even think that it will be ending soon. Uh-oh, does that... Ah, crap. That does break that entire section, doesn't it? Okay, well, that's not off to a good start. Go ahead and put that in the furnace. I missed. Cool. Okay, never mind. I got in. be a little bit more careful about this. I suppose it doesn't really matter since it's already in the furnace. But yeah, it's a little bittersweet, and I've been loving the series. But other than that, I've been thinking about starting Poly Bridge 3. Maybe at this point I've already done a video on it. I'm not sure. None of these other videos on Kerbal, Nova Drift, or anything of the sort are going to be released until Miasma is completely finished. So this series has been going on for a while. We're on like part 20, so I've been kind of making the note to just like make sure that we just go ahead and finish the series before anything else comes out. So hey, right off the start, leave a comment down below on what your thoughts are when it comes to longer series, games that might have 10 parts, who might have, in this case, like 20 parts. Do you prefer to just, on a channel, do you prefer to just to have the entire series just come out entirely in its, in its whole? We want to see part in part, just time and time again after one another, instead of seeing content in between? Because honestly, lately, what I've been doing it, I would do like 2 episodes of Miasma, and then I would do about 2 episodes of like Kerbal or like mini motorways, and then I would do 2 more episodes of Miasma, and then I'd do 2 episodes of something else, a couple other games, that type of situation. Personally, as I'm a little bit of a, what do you call it? I'm a little bit of a contradictory myself, because personally, I like when a new series comes out, I like to see a channel just release nothing but that content. When a new game, a longer series comes out, I want to see nothing but that game. I want to see how it progresses. So a little contradictory that maybe I should do that in the future. It's kind of what I'm doing at this point. Now it's getting to the near end of the game. I just kind of made the call. I'm like, all right, I'm just going to do nothing but Miasma and just finish off the game. At least for the people who've been enjoying it, to get a good finale closure, so that you don't have to like kind of forget about the series in between. Yeah, leave a comment down below on what your thoughts are on that. Do you like to, I guess the main question is, do you like to see a new series do all at once, or do you just kind of like to see a little bit more sporadically with other stuff in between? Might get a little bit bored of it. But other than that, the channel's been going good. I'm still sitting pretty steady at around 2,060 subscribers. It hasn't really grown a whole lot lately. Looking at my statistics, it's been kind of a little bit stagnant lately, which is fine. And funny enough, as much as I have been loving Miasma, it has not been the most popular content on the channel, and by any means. It's mostly been primarily Kerbal Space Program. It's mostly been a little bit of Nova Drift. HardSpace. Oh my, I got a little bit of time before I have to refuel up. Kerbal Space Program has been the main one. Nova Drift has been kind of alright. This game in particular, HardSpace ShipBreaker, I don't think a lot of people watch. I think only got like 12 views in the last episode, so not a whole lot. But again, it's something that I enjoy, so I'm probably gonna do it whenever I want. Again, it's a little bit sporadic whenever I feel like doing it. They are longer episodes, a little bit quieter typically. I know I'm still talking a lot right now, but maybe eventually I'll stop talking. Who knows? Or silent. There we go. I guess maybe I have built my channel maybe a little bit more around the idea of space. So the mini motorway series do kind of all right, but not the best. I could have swore the Miasma one was going to do better because it is a little bit more digitalized. Okay, these are starting to drift apart a little bit. How do I get inside here? Yeah, what kind of content, to any of you who are watching this video right now, what's the type of comment that content that you like to see? Do you like to see more space content? Do you like to see maybe more turn-based content? Do you like to see more, I don't know, casual type of stuff? What's the type of content that you want to enjoy and see? What's the reason that you subscribed? What's the reason that you are watching the video here today? Do you want to see how I take apart this ship? Do you want to see what the channel has to offer? What's your go-to? But this is just kind of I kind of use HardSpace as, again, as my chill episodes and just as my rant about anything, just old man ranting. I guess, I'm only 28, I'm not that old, but in terms of YouTube, I'm old, I suppose. It's kind of old man ranting about whatever they want. The channel's been doing all right for the most part, though. I want to I'm kind of in this weird in-between point of, do I want to do nothing but the content that people come to enjoy the most? Or do I want to do content that I enjoy the most and hope that people who also enjoy that content will come along the way? For the most part, I have mostly made content that, I still enjoy making like Kerbal videos. I still enjoy playing Nova, Drift, and stuff like that. I still enjoy some of these other games that I do. How do I get in here? I think I need to get rid of these engines. You know, I enjoy all of that stuff. Oh, are these cryogenic coolant canisters? Okay, let's get rid of these coolant canisters first, I suppose. Pick up. But, you know, I still enjoy even all the content that is, you know, quote unquote, more structured towards the larger viewership, like Kerbal. But it is also very frustrating of a game because it is also a very broken game at the moment. So it's not always the most enjoyable to play, but I do it because it does get the most views. Let's go ahead and get fuel before I run out of it. You know, while I'm here, I might as well go ahead and get the other thrusters. I got a little bit of time. But it's not always the most enjoyable content to make, but I still like it in general. It's just, again, it's very broken. However, it has had a recent update, so I'm kind of excited to see exactly what that has to offer. But yeah, I'm just kind of at this middle ground in between of where do I want to make content that I enjoy the most, or do I want to make content that's mostly the viewers will enjoy the most? You know, I am still a very small channel in terms of what my long-term goal is. I mean, to be honest, my ultimate long-term goal is that I can do full-time YouTube, right? I mean, like I said, I'm 28 years old. God, I have had probably about 15, 20 different jobs. You know, I used to job jump a lot when I was a little bit younger. You know, which is perfectly fine. It's perfectly fine. Honestly, I encourage people to job jump a lot, especially when you're young. Like, you know, when I look at my resume, I have lots of different experiences and skills that I can throw on there, and lots of experiences not even just for a resume, just that I know personally. That I know personally, that I know I can attribute to my new, like, in higher work positions in life. You know, I'm trying to thruster fuel. I'm trying to get a new job at the moment. Tab on back. Trying to get a new job at the moment, and I don't think I would qualify for anything for that job in terms of avionics and also space systems eventually, and trying to get in terms of rocketry. So that is kind of my long-term goal. You know, I still have a lot of life ahead of me. I hope, fingers crossed, to eventually achieve that goal. But, you know, I do have some knowledge in it and a little bit of college education on it, although I never finished. It's perfectly fine. But back to the original idea of, like, it's fine if you job jump a lot, especially when you're young. I think it's perfectly fine if you job jump a lot, get a lot of that on your resume, get your own skill sets, know what it means to be part of a bad company. You know, ooh, that really likes to launch off. Know what it means to be part of a bad company. I can tell you there are lots of terrible companies, terrible jobs, absolutely not safe, they exploit you type of situations that you get to experience, unfortunately, simply because of just how terrible they are. And the sad part is, how do I get in here? How do I get in here? Get rid of you. Oh god, oh, it's double on fire, Get me in there. I'm on fire. All right, I need to cut these pipes. That's fine, get you out of here. Go. Hang on, 1 second, Digid's. 1 second, Digid's. Get around. Oh, why there's so many things in the way? Why there's so many regulators? Flush it. Oh god. Okay, grab on. Okay. Right. Sorry for the panic all of a sudden. I forgot that it did that. It's been a minute. But yeah, it's important that you get sadly, ironically, however you want to define it. It is good experience to get part of those terrible companies, to know what makes a good company, what makes a good job to work for, right? So that's perfectly fine. So, I mean, get back to the main topic of my main goal is the fact that I want to eventually do YouTube full time and just make content creation. You know, I will personally say that maybe I say that out of a little bit of spite for some of these other YouTubers, some of these younger YouTubers who, these kids these days, right? But, who like, oh, I started making content when I was like 16, 17 years old. And ever since then, I just making content and I grew big and all that. I don't have any real life skills. I never did anything for this. I don't know how to do anything. It's like, well, that's fine. Okay, I am watching their content, so I guess I can't fault them too much for stuff like that, right? But, it's a little aggravating when it's just like, you haven't had really to go through anything in life necessarily too big. I'm gonna go ahead and cancel those tethers. Where did that thing run off to? There you are. That they just managed to just straight making content that they love immediately and just made it big, and just how they're living their life. You know, it's fine. A little bit of spite, you know, it is what it is. But, you know, I guess back to the thing of what I was trying to say is, you know, I've had lots of jobs. I feel like I've had my fair share of absolute bullshittery. of just terms of things that have almost got me killed on the job, dealing with terrible companies that they exploit you, all these things, to the point that like I feel like I've had enough experience as I'm on fire. Enough experience to warrant the idea of saying that, hey, maybe when I'm like 30 years old or like 35 and I finally made it on YouTube, I can say like, hey, I gave my fair shot at civilization, at, you know, society. I don't know. Maybe that's just kind of my viewpoint of like, you know, at least I gave a try, which I am still trying. Like I said, I'm already still trying to get another job, which is going to be a lot more to my passion. In the United States, my passion is avionics and space in general, as we are sitting here playing a space game. But in the long run, of course, I feel like everybody would love to just, you know, sit back, make YouTube videos, make what you love doing, playing games and enjoying life, more so than, you know, having to wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning to go do a job for 8 hours, 5 days out of the week. You know, it's being your own boss, making what you want to make, and getting direct, you know, what do you call it, feedback from people who also enjoy what you make is a lot more enjoyable in life than just, well, like I just said, waking up to go to a job where nobody may not even appreciate what you're doing. So, I mean, that is, of course, my long goal, is just, you know, maybe eventually just do YouTube full time, but who knows if that'll ever happen. I'm going to stay in the grind. So that's my long-term goal, is eventually make it big. So a long way around of saying, hey, I guess I'm going to keep on making content. I don't know if people enjoy more, it's all Bard stuff. I don't know if people enjoy more of this space stuff. I don't know what the type of things that people really enjoy the most on my channel. I'm still small enough that it's weird that when you're small enough, it's really hard to get context for what it is that is making you, I don't want to say successful, but what people enjoy the most. I mean, from one video that gets like 50 views to another video that might get 70 views, sure, that might be a like 23% increase of views, but in the long run, that's not really a lot. Honestly, like I've had some videos that got to like 11,000 views and I got like 10 subscribers off of it because I think it was mostly just bots, right? So it just makes you kind of question what it is that's actually what's working. You know, it's not like a video on someone who has like, even like someone who has like 100,000 subscribers, they might still get 1,000, 2,000 views per video. But if they get one video that only gets like 200 views, then they 100% know that's not working for them. But at least for myself, when I look at this and I see one type of video that might get like 51, gets 70, I can't tell. These HardSpace videos, this one itself, okay, that was weird. You are bouncing around. I know these HardSpace videos don't do well because these only get about 12 according to the last one. So that's fine. I enjoy this the most. That's all right. But you know, to the few people who get to watch this and see me rant, hello, hi, leave a like on the video. I enjoy you guys sticking around and listening to this old man rant. Yeah, I don't know exactly where I'm going with all this. Besides, it is what it is. Yeah, I guess it is what it is. I'm going to keep on making videos. I don't plan on stopping anytime soon. I foresee myself doing this for years. I want to keep on doing this, even if I never get quote unquote big. I don't know what big is. I guess to the point where you can maybe start, you know, being able to financially sustain yourself off of just YouTube videos, I guess is when you made it big, quote unquote. I think this will be fine next to the furnace. Let's do the top one first. But, you know, besides that, I'm just gonna keep on making videos. There is no other way around it. Not because, you know, I'm not making videos in the terms of like, one day, you know, I'll be big. I just gotta keep on making videos. I'll be fine. No, I do it because I actually do enjoy doing this. I'm in a position with my job currently. I'm in a position in life, and I'm in a position in my social constructs of people that I have enough time to do this. I have enough time to do this, and oh, did I just die?
Shift halted. Higher work rates may be required to offset unscheduled personal time.
I probably should have got a med kit, huh? I probably should have definitely got a med kit. I forgot to get a med kit when we were getting the thrusters. Did that just blow up everything? I hope that didn't blow up everything.
No, Cutter. I'll say one thing. You certainly ain't afraid of dying. You might want to try and keep your spares to a minimum if you want to pull yourself out of debt.
Yeah, I hear you, Weaver. I hear you. At least this is still all processable, kind of. All processor, oh, that pushed me away. Ah, crap. Because I was on fire, I lit the thing on fire, which lit up the explosive tanks at the end on fire. Ah, that is not ideal. Not ideal. But yeah, so I mean, I'm not trying to make YouTube videos in the concept like, oh, one day I'll be able to get out of this whatever situation. Like, no, I just do it because I enjoy it. You know, the thing that stopped me, don't you dare, you better pull yourself back over. Pull yourself back over. Back over. Where are you going? Come on, get in there. Get in there. Get in there. Get in there. Come on. Come on. No, stop hitting the edge. Come on, just pull yourself around. Pull it around. Stop bouncing around for a big piece. You are certainly very lightweight. Get in there. More tethers. All right, fine. That ought to do something for you. There we go. Jesus. You know, the thing that always stopped me for the longest time is really just my computer. You know, I know YouTubers, I know like the big YouTubers always say, you don't need a nice computer to make content. And honestly, you really don't. You really don't need a very super nice computer to make content. But I feel like if you want to make it super big, you might want a nice computer. Because, you know, when it comes to these very graphical games, when you have a terrible computer, you can't play anything graphically extensive, right? I wouldn't be able to do my old Halo series. I wouldn't have been able to do even this. This was laggy on my old computer. You know, I wouldn't even been able to do Miasma Chronicles in the new series. I wouldn't have been able to do Dead Island. I mean, I could have, but maybe it all would have been on like the lowest graphics settings. Everything would have been laggy, stuttering, frame issues. Honestly, nobody really wants to watch that. I mean, if you maybe have a super attractive personality, then you can make it work, but that's very far and rare in between. So, I mean, you don't need a super nice computer, but if you can't run any of today's games on even like medium graphics or like not have any stuttering, chances are, again, just like nobody really wants to watch that type of content, right? When we watch a video, we expect just the video. We expect the game to be working, right? We want to see what the game is, what it has to offer. So if you can't really operate the game at any capacity, then, well, it is what it is. So, yeah, I mean, I was waiting for a nice computer. I eventually saved up enough money to buy myself a nice, like, ooh, that's dragging me around. Saved up enough money to buy myself a nice, like, $2,400 computer. I think one of my first earlier shorts, let's get rid of this. One of my first earlier shorts actually was about my computer, so I even did my schematics on that, so feel free to go take a look at one of those. Get on down there. There we go. Fly on through, not catch on fire. Avoid the fire. I'm on fire. Wait for me to be put out. Don't want to catch this. There we go, now flush it. Nice. Oh, what just, oh, come on, no. Oh, what killed me? That thing couldn't have detached so fast that it destroyed my visor like that, right? Oh, come on, that seems a little, okay, fine.
Cutter, I'm impressed by your commitment, I really am. But keep an eye on that spare count. Spares are a surefire way of racking up the fees. Real fast.
Look, I know, Weaver. I'm so sorry. Weaver, please believe me. I'm so sorry. I don't know how that took me out. Like, look at how far these things are separated. By like nothing. They're barely separated. I don't know how that took me out. That shouldn't have been able to. Okay, it's a little frustrating. I'm probably not gonna be making a lot of profit off of this shit, but I will be getting experience points, I suppose, and that helps progress the story or whatnot. That's frustrating. Oh well. But back to the point of like, yeah, you know, you don't need a super nice computer to do things, but I was waiting for the longest time to get myself a computer that was decent enough to play more modern games to a point that they don't lag, you know, at all. And it's been fantastic, honestly, even outside of YouTube. God, having a nice computer is just beautiful. It is beautiful. I love being able to play everything at highest graphics. Some of these games almost brought a tear to my eye, just how beautiful they are. That's probably going to cause a depressurization issue, isn't it? I mean, there's not a lot in there that can fly away, so I think it'll be fine.
Credits awarded.
I think it'll be fine.
Salvage goal reached. Rewards defined.
Yeah, there that goes. This goes to the furnace. I did lose the atmosphere regulator. Unfortunately, that kind of went all the way back there to the... somewhere around there. It flew away. Get out of this flight terminal. But yeah, I mean, you don't need a super nice computer. That was the longest thing that stopped me, you know, for the longest of times. I mean, that's kind of an excuse, though, honestly. I probably could have made videos a lot sooner on simpler games. I kind of did on Minecraft for a little while before, you know, the great YouTuber Minecraft, you know, everyone goes to there. What are you doing down there? Crap.
Deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
Get in there. I definitely could have made videos a lot sooner, but I guess the excuse I just kept telling myself is that I just needed a nice computer, So as soon as I finally got myself a really nice computer, I just started making videos daily, non-stop at this point. I'm still making videos daily. I mean, I try to make one video a day is my goal because, you know, at that point I stay on top of the scheduling. Other than that, though, sometimes I try to make 2, sometimes I try to make 3 videos a day, whatever I can, however I'm feeling. Of course, it all just depends around work, whatever I'm doing for the day, you know, whatever I have to do for the house, whatever's going on. You know, as long as I can stay ahead on the videos, is kind of my goal. I want to stay about 1 week ahead on videos at all times, just in case something terrible goes wrong. What if my computer suddenly crashes and doesn't turn on again? I'll have like a week to maybe go get something working, figure something out, even hook up my old computer, get that working again. Something of the sort. Do I want to break through this? Oh, that's definitely going to depressurize everything. Let's get everything out first. Load in there. Oh, little puppy. Anything else? We do got the door console. I'll leave the door console. Nothing else is really sitting around there. Let's see if I can find a way inside then. Is there a way? There should be a way inside. There's going to be a door somewhere here on the side, yeah? No? Here we go. Here's a door. All in the backside. Just gonna suddenly depressurize the second I open it.
Airlock depressurizing.
Okay, good. It depressurizes first. Yeah, you know, as soon as I got a good computer, I just started making videos non-stop at that point because there was nothing else stopping me.
Airlock pressurizing.
But now that I'm in this, I'm in it for the long haul. This, I guess, is a long roundabout way of saying that I love what I do now. I'm gonna keep on making videos. That regulator is broken. Are there no other regulators around here? This opens up to the front part where it's all depressurized. Right. Huh. Thruster fuel, that I'm gonna have to take everything out first. I can't take everything out first because this is all pressurized, and as soon as I open this is all okay. Huh. Right. So I don't want this to smack into anything, so I'm gonna go ahead and keep this near the door. And then anything else that can fly around, pick up this. These are attached to the wall. Collect that. I can collect this rod. I don't want anything free floating. Anything free floating is going to be a problem because we have a whole bunch of fuel in here. Here we go. Now, see, I think I've ranted enough to put everything into a big, nice bow. I love making content. I guess I'm probably going to keep on making stuff that makes me feel the happiest. And hopefully people come along to enjoy the videos, even if, you know, games like this, like HardSpace, don't do too well. I'm going to keep on doing what I enjoy. So, hey, leave a like on the video if you are watching. Leave a comment down below before what your ideas on if you want to watch series all the way through. Leave a comment down below on what you think on the channel in general. I always love the feedback. It's, you know, with a small channel like mine at the moment, it's hard to get feedback simply because there aren't a whole lot of people to give feedback. So you just kind of have to keep on doing what you're doing. It's just really what it is. There's no other way because, you know, you don't get a lot of comments. You don't get a lot of feedback. You just got to keep on doing what makes you happy. And I just hope that people come along the way. I know it can take years before you ever get quote unquote kind of noticed or big or whatever. But it is what it is. So without further ado, I guess I'll stop talking. You can enjoy the rest of the video as I just kind of calmly, without anything else blowing up, very calmly, break down the rest of the ship. Okay, let's see what happens when I open this door. Please don't blow up. All right, cool.
Salvage deposit registered. Account credited. Airlock depressurizing. Salvage secured. Credits deposited. Salvage deposited. Applying credit to account. Salvage registered. Transferring credits. Salvage deposit confirmed. Applying credit. Salvage secured. Applying credit. Processor deposit accepted. Credits awarded. valuable deposit. Credits transferred. Salvage accepted. Credit applied. Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred. Salvage deposit secured. Credits awarded. Salvage deposit registered. Account credited. Salvage secured. Account credit applied. Salvage secured. Credits deposited. Object processed. Transferring credits. Salvage registered. Transferring credits. Object processed. Credits deposited. Salvage goal obtained. Additional rewards assigned. Valuable object processed. Credits awarded. Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred. Salvage deposit secured. Credits awarded. Processing object. Applying credits to account. Salvage is destroyed. Please revisit your training. Object accepted for processing. Credits deposited. Salvage secured. Account credit applied. Processor deposit accepted. Credits awarded. Valuable object processed. Credits deposited. Salvage accepted. Credit applied.
object accepted for processing.
There we have it. The ship has been completely broken down. I bet we are a little bit more in debt because of those couple of deaths, unfortunately. Go ahead and get ourselves a little bit more fuel and tethers for next time. But thank you, DigiDs. I'm going to go back to the VAB and see what they have to say. But for the most part, this has been HardSpace ShipBreaker. I know maybe I'm not too good at ranting or whatever it is, and maybe I'm not even too good at being a YouTuber, but you know what? I've learned a lot over the number of months that I've been making videos now, a lot on the cadence of how you talk, on the cadence of how you do your videos and how you structure everything. So I hope that you stick along and keep subscribed and like the videos and do all that good stuff to make sure that you stay tuned to see how I develop as a YouTuber. I'm excited to see where this journey takes me in the future. And honestly, it warms my heart to know what could be and what may be. But I guess not without further ado, without ranting too much. Thank you, DigiDs. I'm not still sure how to do these outros, but I'm going to enter this VAB. But I can guarantee I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you. Most thank you. And bye-bye.
Good morning, Cutter 9346-52. LYNX would like to share the following inspirational message. The greatest reward in life is the chance to work hard at work worth doing.